Hi, I'm Makerble from Makerble, and in this video we're going to be going through the Makerble impact model. So, as an organization, you exist to make the world a better place, and what we do on Makerble is enable you to measure how do you go from the issue that you're solving through to the impact that you want to create in the real world at the end. What information can you look at along that journey to really understand, are you being effective? Where do you need to course correct? What needs to change? And the way that we enable you to look at information is through these 5 lenses that starts off with activity. So what are you actually doing? Engagement. How do people engage? Are they attending? Attitude. So to what extent do people's mindsets change as a result of what you're doing? And how does that then lead to changes in their behavior? And finally, once that behavior change has taken place, what does that mean from an impact perspective? What are those longer term outcomes, that real world difference that your work makes? And so there are a variety of things you can look at in each of those buckets, whether it's looking at attendance information under engagement, or looking at how do people's habits change at a behavior level, or when you're looking at impact, perhaps you're looking at do people's relationships improve? Does their well-being, sense of self-worth improve? Is the air cleaner? There's a variety of indicators you can look at in that final column. But the key thing is that on Makerble, we then enable you to visualize all of this so that you can see the real data that underpins all of this. And the key reason for that, seeing these numbers in this way, is so that you can be diagnostic as an organization. So you can ask those questions of, well, if we're only seeing 24 young people getting into long-term employment, let's look at the behavior change. How many of them have actually been applying for jobs or attending our courses on how to write a CV and how to apply for a job? And how many of those courses are we even running? So you can look at your data at every stage of this process of change to see where is it that change isn't happening that might help you understand why you're not achieving the impact that you want to achieve in the real world. And this is what is then built into Makerble. So this is an example of a project on Makerble. And as you can see, it's arranged into these activity trackers and attendance, readiness, another word for people's changing in attitudes, and then behavior, and then finally growth, those long-term outcomes. And you can arrange all of your metrics in a way that represents those 5 stages of progress. So that's the Makerble impact model. If you have any questions about how that works and how you can use that within your organization, just get in touch with us.